Hello, everyone. I just got back from a screening of Phantom Menace, Episode 1, Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace in 3D. And I'm just gonna quickly go over it since I don't have a whole lot of time on the whatever. It came with a few cool things, in case you haven't noticed, are these badass glasses, which on here look pink, but they aren't, they're red. And I'll show those to you in a few seconds, but first of all, I'm just going to show you this little cool little thing we got here. Little ball thing. As you can see, I don't really know what I guess you're supposed to roll it on the ground. It's for little kids, but it's still cool. And what makes it cool, you may ask? Well, being a Star Wars fan, what makes it cool is the fact that it comes with a teeny tiny stormtrooper. Pretty neat. Another thing that it came with, the movie that is, and these were all free. It's almost as if the people that created the film or were putting it out in theaters, George Lucas, were trying to apologize by giving us all this neat little stuff like, well, yeah, the movie sucks, but enjoy this. Which right there is pretty much my review of the film. It sucked. But what do you expect? I've seen it once before when I was 9. I know it was gonna. That's not what I was looking for. What was I looking for? Oh yes, I remember what I was looking for now. Here it is. There it is. It also came with. This is for real little kids. These pretty neat stickers, cause all kids love stickers, right? And there's Jar Jar Binks, Darth Maul, Amidala, Anakin, R2-D2, Yoda, and Fighter Pod, and I don't really know what I'm gonna call that. I don't know what they're called because I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I'm a fan nonetheless. So I can't really say what that is because I don't want to offend any of the fans out there that are watching. Now on to the ultimate reason why to see the film, and really the only reason why. Let's be honest with ourselves: the 3D. And these are the glasses, and yes, they do look pink-ish, but they're actually red. And what makes these glasses so cool? Well, first of all, most 3D glasses that you get in the theater are not red. And the reason they're red is because of Darth Maul. And you know it's because of Darth Maul, because on the side, Darth Maul eyes are on the side. And it even says Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace 3D. And yes, these are one of the few glasses you are not encouraged to throw away. You are encouraged to keep them as a keepsake. To say you are there to see the shitty film with everybody else. So that was pretty cool. Now on to my actual review of the film. And you know I'm just going to keep these on for the review because why the hell not? And yes, I'm aware I look like Elton John, but whatever. I think they look cool, so that's great. The review... the movie itself, as I already said once before, bad. It's not a good film. It's just bad. It's stupid. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't try to make any sense. Lucas tries to, cater to the kids and to the adults with an adult storyline that only adults would understand. Even then, it's extremely boring. And the kiddie parts are pretty much, lived through Anakin, which is pretty much every kid's fantasy of being able to become a Jedi, which I can understand why kids would enjoy that, but to an adult, just doesn't make any sense. Like, at the end, spoilers, Anakin single-handedly wins the war by accidentally blowing up the inside of this ship's core that was important. The whole station blows up, and this is all by accident, just pure accident, Stupid. And Jar Jar Binks also, when I was younger, I didn't really mind him. Now, yeah, he's really annoying, but he only gets super annoying at the end, which is when he starts saving the day by accidentally activating shit. Like, he's crawling onto a machine, and it opens up, and all these little explosive balls come rolling out, and they just so happen to run into the opposing side, the enemy, and blowing crap up. And that was purely by accident. And he does that several times throughout the last battle. He's just saving the day by bumbling around like a fucking moron. How he survives the whole film and the battle without getting a scar on him or getting mortally wounded, I don't know, but he does, unfortunately. So yeah, the film itself is boring, stupid, tedious, and just retarded. Bad film. But onto the 3D. The 3D is the one saving grace of this film, and the one reason why I would honestly say I wouldn't recommend it. But if you were to see it, be comforted by the fact that the 3D is worthwhile. It is a little uneven, it's a little inconsistent, but it's really satisfying nonetheless, because there are some scenes where it looks like you're looking into a window, there's great depth, it kind of pulls you into the film, and thank God for that, because that's what really is the saving grace of this film. In 2D, I couldn't imagine sitting through this film. I would not have seen it in 2D. I probably would have walked out like halfway through because it was that boring and just unbearable. But in 3D, there's enough going that really, will kind of grab your attention at certain points and keep you somewhat invested in the goings on of the film. Not to mention the 2 action scenes, which, by the way, there's only 2 action scenes in the film. Only 2. There's one in the middle and there's one at the very end. And they're amazing in 3D, and they're great. But the film needed more action because I was yawning and tired and kind of just looking at my watch every few minutes. When this thing gonna end? This is my second time saying it. First time I saw it, I was 9 years old. So overall, I give the 3D 3 stars. It's pretty satisfying. It's breathtaking at certain points, and it's just beautiful 3D work. I really commend them on that because, honestly, looking at it, at certain parts of the film, it's hard to tell it was not made with 3D in mind. So yeah. But that said, it's a little inconsistent. There's some scenes where the depth disappears. There's some scenes where the 3D makes things a little more blurry than they otherwise would be. That's why it only gets 3 stars. The film itself only, for me, gets like half a star. It was bad. It was a disgrace. It really pissed fans off. So what would I rate the overall experience? Good question. I'd rate it 1 star. 1 measly star. So if you are somehow dragged to the film, or if you do decide you want to see it, which honestly I wouldn't really recommend unless you want these badass shades, which are definitely worth the extra price of the 3D, at least in my opinion. Just be comforted by the fact that you'll be getting your money's worth with the extra price of the 3D, because the 3D is, for me at least, satisfactory. So there's my review of Phantom Menace in 3D, and I hope you enjoy it, and may there be many more reviews to come. So long.